automatically, like, I don't want to be friends with them.
Okay, slay. I just don't like passive aggressive people.
If my friend cheated, Hi guys! Welcome to a sushi mukbang. Our first sushi mukbang, or just mukbang in general on this channel. This is my boyfriend, Richard.
Hello, hello.
Hi. We're gonna answer some Q&A questions while we eat. We have spicy tuna rice.
Crispy rice?
No. Crispy rice tuna, what?
Spicy tuna crispy rice?
Salmon nigiri and pepper salmon nigiri. Eel nigiri. And then this is albacore spicy tuna roll, and then I think this is just tuna. It is currently 8:07 p.m. So we're really hungry. Cheers.
That's so good.
I'm surprised we didn't get salmon. Like, those are the only salmon rolls we got.
Oh yeah.
Okay, first question is, when did we meet and how? I'll answer when. We met in 2020 of February. And how?
Through Tinder.
We met through Tinder. It was my first time having Tinder, and I only had it for 5 days. So after I met him, I deleted the app. And we've been together ever since. We've been official for 3 years, but we've known each other for 4.
So, yeah, a lot of that was due to COVID. When COVID hit, we could only hang out like once a month. That was not fun.
Yeah, that was kind of hard.
I still can't believe that happened.
I know. I don't know how people who do long distance, honestly, that's so crazy.
Yeah, props to everyone who does long distance. That's so impressive.
This is questions that I literally pulled from like Google. Would you rather stay in or go out on a Friday night?
What's like going out? Because if it's
I
like...
know, I was gonna say that. I was like, it depends. Like, if you're asking me to go out to club or like rave or go to like a festival with a bunch of like people and a huge crowd, I'd stay in. But if you're asking me to like karaoke and go out and drink at like a pub or pocha,
Yeah.
I would go out.
Yeah, I would do that. I'd do that. Yeah, if my friends just like want to grab food, like, yeah, I'd be down for that. What do you like to do if you did stay in on a Friday night?
My perfect, like, if am I alone?
By yourself,
Okay.
myself.
My perfect staying home alone on a Friday night would consist of literally eating in, like ordering food, eating in, and watching a rom-com or like a good TV series. And then like having a face mask on and just like doing a pamper night basically. That would be my perfect night.
For me, I would say, I'd probably say like watching a sports game.
I'm not pushy.
Oh no, really? Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. What's your perfect night on a Friday?
You order some food.
What's your food?
And if it's a Friday night, I'll probably do like fried chicken. Korean
I
fried
knew it was
chicken.
gonna be wings.
And watching a sports game, ideally. Like it was NBA playoffs. Yeah. That was nice. And then hanging with my corgi dog.
That's so you.
Yeah.
What are your pet peeves?
You gotta at least cover your mouth, but like if you have to say something. But yeah, people who talk a lot with like food in their mouth. If you're wearing like Nike shoes, but you're wearing Adidas socks, you can't do that. I don't know what you call that, but you can't do that. Yeah,
that's a very specific one.
Yeah.
But I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, even if the colors match, just the fact that it's like Adidas, like you can't do that.
Yeah, it's like having Pepsi and Coke, like
together. Yeah, I don't know if it's considered a pet peeve. I just don't like passive aggressive people.
Oh yeah, that's one of mine.
Like either be straight up or like don't say anything.
Yeah, I hate passive aggressiveness. I'm just like.
Yeah, if you have a problem, then say it straight up.
Like, we got no time for that.
No time for that. People that who aren't willing to admit that they're wrong. The mistake isn't necessarily just the mistake itself. The mistake is doubling down on it and not admitting it.
Because it's like talking to a wall.
Yeah, like if you draft the wrong player, it's one thing to draft the wrong player that happens, but it's like if you double down and give that player like a ton of money, that's like really dumb. Yeah.
Agreed. When they say yes to the plans, but then like they always like it's a pattern.
That would be my fifth one.
I hate that. Like I feel like if it's like sometimes obviously if you have something going on and you let me know, even if it's last second, like that's fine if you have something going on. But if it's like a pattern or if it's like a reason, like a continuous reason of, oh, I just didn't feel like it. Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah. Take your time.
When you hang out with someone and like they use their phone, their attention is like on their phone. Yeah, if I haven't seen them in so long, and they're on their phone, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like if you have to check things, like that's one thing, right? But if you're just like on your phone for most of the time, it's like, why are we even hanging out?
Literally. I'm gonna read that again. What do you do when your friends are still friends with the person that hurt you?
I would say it depends, because like sometimes it can be different where like, you know, your friendship with them is different than your friendship is different with them versus like when I'm with them. But like if it's a, you know, kind of a minor thing, but if it's like a pretty serious thing, then like I would think that they would just not be friends with them too. Like
if that person did you wrong, that automatically like I don't want to be friends with them.
Right. Like if it's a minor thing, then like it's not.
I mean, if it's a minor thing that they could literally just fix on their own.
But if it's like they like wronged you, then I wouldn't be friends with them.
Like I wouldn't even give it a second thought. Like they're out of my mind.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Like if they hurt you and like they didn't fix it, or it's just like done ties because it's just the situation's just so bad.
Yeah.
They're gone.
I agree with that. If you could only have like one dish for the rest of your life, what food dish are you eating?
One meal.
Yeah, one meal.
Shabu.
I agree with that.
Shabu is my favorite food.
I'll have to agree with that, yeah. You get like your carbs in like through rice, and you can get vegetables,
your meat. Your protein, your vegetables, your rice, soup. Are you kidding me?
The versatility, yeah.
How long should I be in a situationship before it's too long?
What's that again?
Ooh. Like you're not in a relationship.
Oh, it's like a thing?
Yeah, like it's a thing. Like, but they're not like confirming that they're together as like a couple. It's very situational. Like it depends, because if you guys have not talked about the situation, like the future, then I feel like the cap. Honestly, I feel like a month is a long time to not even discuss the future. Like if you're hanging out every day for a month.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Or if it's like once a week, then I think a month.
I agree with
Generally talking, a month.
Yeah, like if you're consistently talking.
Yeah.
And like consistently hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there's something like going, like if it's career, like if you guys are like, you know, graduating, you're going to college, or like you have different journeys, then maybe have a talk about it.
Yeah.
And then meet in the middle. Have something work out for you guys, because there needs to be a discussion. I feel like you can't just assume. If they're just being wishy-washy the entire time, that just tells you literally everything. Cut them out.
Yeah.
Cut them out. Your time is so valuable. You don't want to waste your time.
Yeah. I agree with that.
This one's a good one. Does humor matter in a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like if you can't. So obviously it doesn't have to be the exact same humor, but there has to be like a decent amount of overlap, and I think this isn't talked about enough, because like it's not just humor in the sense that like someone has to be like a comedian, but it's more so like you have to be able to share laughs together.
Yeah.
Because if not, then I don't know, like a little too formal.
Imagine not laughing.
Yeah.
With each other.
Yeah, like having a sense of humor is very important.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's something that's like very underrated.
Like it doesn't have to be the same humor, but like if you could laugh at each other's jokes, or like just inside jokes, just as long as you can laugh with each other. I'm not gonna lie, the sushi is not hitting.
That's not good today.
Dude, it's not good. What words make you cringe whenever you hear them?
Slay. Because also like a lot of times it's not even used in the right context.
Like how is it used?
I'd be like, well, because like slay is like you slayed a dragon. Then whenever anyone does anything, it's like slay. Like what? It's like, oh, like I just used the bathroom. Okay, slay. It's like I don't like that at all.
I just hate when like guys just talk dumb. Like, hey. Even that tone. Literally, I can't handle that.
Oh.
What word?
What?
I don't know what word makes me cringe. Oh. Like finna? Finna? Like what the heck is... Oh, I'm a finna hit you up. When you're in a bad mood, how do you deal with it?
I think it depends, but if I'm in a bad mood, I usually just like take a second. Because I think it's important to like accept your emotions first. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if you're mad or if you're sad, it's good to accept that first, and then take a little bit of time to like just process. I usually like try to like put things into perspective, and then I'm okay.
You're good at dealing with stuff like that.
The day, I mean, of course, you know, something really bad happens. That's like one thing, right? Like personal tragedy. I'm not even talking about that, but regardless of like how you feel or like something happens, like the sun will rise the next day. I don't have the time or
to like dwell on it.
Yeah, I don't have the time or like the mental space to dwell on it. You gotta move on. Like,
yeah, I think how I deal with a bad situation is, yeah, like I accept it. I take all the time I need to just deal with it in the best way I can. And then I just think of, okay, what else I can do to move on from that situation so that, like, obviously I'm not, like, just soaking in my thoughts. Distracting myself usually is what I do. Like, if I put on, like, a video or if I have someone to talk to through my problems, usually, like, that's enough for me to, like, go through the process and my emotions, and then from there, try to move on.
yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, life, like, you're gonna have bad days, but, like, you'll get through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have gone through bad moments in your life, and you're here today, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe we would be better off if we didn't have social media?
I think people need to like detach from social media because like they're on it too much. Like I know everyone talks about the benefit of like, oh, like, you can connect with more people, like you can keep in touch, this and that. But I think like people have too much access to a lot of things, and like social media has like very extreme views too, and I think it kind of creates like a bubble, so everyone just like is in a loop where they like feed themselves like whatever they want to believe, and then it kind of becomes like an extreme.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
I think yes, we'd be better off without it, just because, I mean, nowadays we have iPad kids. Like, they're glued to the iPads and they don't have any social...
Like,
What is it?
Like, yeah,
Any
social skills.
social skills. They don't have any social skills, and they like don't know how to process their emotions correctly. Like, automatically they feel sad, they go straight to their phones. Mad, straight to their phones. The phones are just an escape, but it's not like a forever escape. You need to interact like physically, mentally, like with people in order to like grow. And I feel like social media is just like this bubble, and it's just so bad. Like, the internet is just so toxic nowadays. Even the news, I like sometimes don't even read the news because it's just so scary just to see like what the heck is like, there like shootings and everything just going around in the world. Like, scrolling through TikTok, like one moment I'm seeing like a dog like run around, and then the next moment I'm seeing someone get killed or shot. Like, I feel like it's just too much for my brain sometimes. But yeah, I think it'd be better off. I think it's just too much information all at once for us to even like handle.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't think that's normal.
like overstimulation. It's
Yeah,
like everything's so.
overstimulation.
You should take time to be bored. Like you should like actually.
Yeah.
Like take time to, like go outside.
It's because of that like instant gratification that you get
Yeah.
when you open your phones. There's like a story written in. So they're cousins and they were like talking to each other. The guy tells the cousin, "Oh, like I cheated on my girlfriend with another friend." He just told her to vent it to her, and she's friends with the girlfriend, so she like doesn't know what to do. So she basically gave him an ultimatum, like if he doesn't tell her in 1 month, then she will, because she's friends with her. She did end up telling the girl that the boyfriend ended up cheating, and now the boyfriend like literally has a bad relationship with her, and the whole family has a bad relationship with her, and the family was basically telling the girl you should have kept quiet, basically.
That's ridiculous. No, I think
Yeah.
I think she's in the right. Like if they're like blaming her, like that's just like condoning bad behavior. Like you have to own up to that.
Regardless of your family or like just a friend, like I understand like family is family, but at the same time, like where are your morals? Like,
And it's like, wouldn't you want to know?
yeah.
Like if you were in the situation, wouldn't you want to know? It's like I would want to know.
Yeah, and it's also I feel like that cousin, it's not fair to put it on her and make her do nothing about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like why tell her if you know she's friends with the girl?
Yeah.
Telling the girlfriend
right
is
thing.
literally the right thing to do.
Mhm.
Cause I mean, he's in the wrong at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if the family cut ties with her just because of that, well, girl, family, like you don't need like blood family. Usually, friends are like your family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe create a better relationship with other friends that will have your back. Like my best friend, let's say she cheated, and I knew her boyfriend.
Like let's say it's like a friend of yours.
If it was a friend of mine, I don't think I would tell him. I think I would tell her, like, okay, this is where I stand. Like, you're in the wrong. And I know you're my friend, so I'm going to respect if you don't want me to say anything. But if you don't say anything, I don't think I can be friends with you. I can't be friends with a cheater.
Yeah, especially if you don't like own up to it.
I don't know. Yeah, if you don't own up to it. Like, if you own up to it and you say something, then I will respect that. Because you came clean and you're probably remorseful.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't do it again. Because if you do it again, you're... No.
Like, so that's the thing. Like, it's a recurring theme. Like, it's one thing to make a mistake, and that's already bad.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't
Do
double down on it. Like, own up to it.
Own up to it.
Fix it. Hinge.
Yeah, if my friend cheated, I don't think I would go up to the guy and say, hey, she cheated on you. But at the end of the day, I think I would just give her an ultimatum of, we're not going to be friends anymore if you don't tell him, or you're going to have to come clean and fix that.
It's very fair.
I don't think I could look at you the same way if you hid that. I would want her to become a better person. Like, I would be a bad friend if I just let that slide.
Yeah.
And, like, not tell her she's wrong.
Yeah.
I'd be a bad friend if I did that.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question and then we'll end the video. What is one quality about yourself that you are most proud of? Or should we do it about each other?
Maybe both.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to say like how authentic you are. Like you don't hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like emotions, like how you're feeling, like what you're thinking, like all that's like very genuine, direct, and like clear cut. And I like respect that because like that's like very hard for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like they're scared to like admit things, like but like you'll say it.
Yeah.
No, like yeah.
I think for me, for you, I like that you're very optimistic. I feel like this is everyone's favorite thing about you. Where like you're just so optimistic that it rubs off on people. Like they kind of look at things differently because they see how happy you are and they like want to be like that in every situation.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
you look at like the, you know, the happier side of it. Like not all the time, but most of the time you are, and I feel like that's so rare because everyone thinks of the worst scenario, aka like me. I used to do that all the time, but I like switched my mindset into thinking like the other side because of that, and it makes me such a happier person now and like more of like a less anxious person. So that's a really good one.
Comment down below your biggest pet peeves. I don't know.
I'm like, am I supposed to finish the sentence? Comment down below what are your pet peeves, and like for more of this type of content because this was fun to just talk. Oh yeah, and subscribe for weekly videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
If you want it, then I'm yours. Take me